appreciate your time and your attention. Now, for those that do not know my face, my name is Angie. I am the Product Training and Development Manager for RIMAN. I am calling out of California in Irvine. This is our RIMAN North America office, and I have such a pleasure to lead you all through this type of education. Today we have kind of a shorter session. We're going to have these RIMAN 101 calls monthly, and we'll go through many things in depth: the products themselves, key ingredients like our giant byung pool and the Jeju lava energy water. But today, because we are doing that more general overview, it's going to be a quick call, but nonetheless, I appreciate your time today. So without further ado, let's get started and I will share my screen. All right. Oops. RIMAN has five main product values that govern all of our product development and all of the pre-existing products as well. So understanding and acknowledging these product values helps us stay consistent in what we are offering to you, but also helps us stay relevant. Because personal care is such a trending industry, a lot of things come and they're popular, but they just as easily go as well. So how do we create timeless products that are truly efficacious, truly safe, but also meaningful to you? Now, in our product values, we of course are rooted in our K-beauty tradition. We're also greatly backed by science, and this marries very nicely together in that K-beauty is trending and it's a trend, but it's realistically for us a tradition of self-care. And being backed by science allows us to innovate and modulate while still having the fundamentality of K-beauty. Now, we are also looking towards being sustainably sourced, both in our raw material sourcing and in our product development, in the packaging, etc. Simple and holistic is our fourth product value, and I'll go more in depth on that later on these slides. But most importantly, we provide a difference you'll love. So our tagline here at RIMAN is experience the difference, a difference you'll love. And again, all of this is important in accepting and appreciating all the different products that are out here with the personal care industry and how RIMAN is ultimately different. So let's start first with being rooted in that tradition, and it all starts with our chairman and founder, and the CEO, chairman, founder, CEO, Mr. On. So Mr. On has been in the industry for over 25 years now. He has developed a deep love for quality products, and specifically with his influence and interest in the industry. He had attended a convention in 2000 and it was looking at all the different direct sales brands that were available. And when he was looking at all the products that they had offered, he wasn't wowed. He didn't think that one was unique next to another rather, and he wanted to see how he could create truly unique products that were quality, that were efficacious, and of course, safe. Now, he thusly dreamed up a brand that focused on those immediate results and that safety as well. But all of this considered, what really inspired him was actually his family. So he had come home from a long day of work and went to go kiss his kids goodnight. And he went to his youngest daughter and went to kiss her cheeks, and she was already asleep. And he looked at her skin and looked at the youthful glow that her skin had. And he really remarked about it. He said, "Look at this glow. Why do we have to lose it as we age?" And that question and the desire to find the essence of youthful cells ultimately created the ICD skincare brand. Now, ICD was originally in cell derm, but in both instances, it really just means intracellular dermatology. So we are looking at the cellular level, at skin health and cellular health, to really help maintain all those different aesthetic benefits you may want in your skincare routine. This allows us, again, to approach all this with fundamentality. The hydration and the antioxidant protection, things that can seem simple in their performances, are so important for really robust effects on the surface of your skin. Now, in being rooted in K-beauty and because it is trending, we do like to lean into those positive connotations that come with its trending nature. Not only do you have those ancient roots and the stories to be told, but there's a significant staying power within the market. Roughly 70% of people who buy K-beauty return to buy K-beauty products again. Most importantly, it's the expectation of undeniable results of that Korean glass skin. All of this considered, there's a different formulation approach within K-beauty that differs from many Western beauty brands you may be used to. With K-beauty, we are really focused on proactive protection and prevention of the skin rather than problem solving. We want to again work with the innate health of your skin instead of against presenting issues, such that those issues don't occur to begin with. Really, we're not looking for band-aids or quick fixes. We are working at that fundamental health of your skin so that these issues are never something you have to deal with again. Of course, if you already have these issues, be it acne or fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, the products will still help you in remedying that. But we're also at the same time working at the base of your skin health. Now, to do so, we are prioritize, gentler ingredients, and we keep any harsher actives that do work or are well known just to a lower concentration to maintain your skin's integrity. That then culminates into a huge concept of K-beauty, which is the multi-step routine. What is crucial for a K-beauty product or routine to work for you is to maintain consistency and to respect this layering technique of the multiple products within your ritual. Because these products are so gentle, you need that kind of advanced saturation and layering of the different products to truly see results and to have those results stay long term as well. Now, all of this considered, some might find that the multiple different products in a routine are a bit too lengthy or it's annoying to allow for all the absorption between steps. You can always create the ritual that is best and right for you with how many products you wish to use. And if ever you want to incorporate a hand fan or an electric fan to help the absorption of your products, all of these different techniques and technologies are really meant to just help you achieve your desired skin and your desired healthy skin at that. Now, so our first product value is being backed, or rooted in tradition. So that second product value is, of course, being backed by science. And all of our science is within our Ask facilities. Now, Ask is a company that was founded by Chairman On. It is part of RIMAN. And Ask Company is really the father of these two different branches of Ask Labs and Ask Base. Ask Company oversees all that is RIMAN. It looks at the supply chain, it looks at the marketing, all of these different values that make RIMAN and the brand unique. Now, Ask Company, of course, oversees what's known as Ask Base and Ask Labs. These two are really where the science of RIMAN is being harnessed and being continued, really. But in any instance, the utilization of Ask in the name of these different buildings and brands is for a reason. We like to say the guiding hypothesis that the ask will find the answer. This really looks at the beauty behind curiosity, the really important scientific method of creating hypotheses, finding the answer to that hypothesis, and starting the whole process again. This ensures that we're never stagnant within our innovation and we're always continuing to create and to discover realistically, because again, personal care is such a saturated industry and it's hard to be novel and to have a novel product, but allowing science to be at the heart of our brand and to commit to continued innovation allows us to find some of that uniqueness within a saturated industry. Now, the first company I mentioned is, of course, Ask Base. And so Ask Base is actually located on Jeju Island, and it's setting forth the importance and prevalence of looking for different bioactive compounds that are found within Jeju's natural resources. So realistically, Ask Base is a manufacturing and processing plant where we actually can process and source some of our own raw materials. Of course, we also use raw material suppliers. We work through them as well, but some of those raw materials we source ourselves, which allows us a lot of quality and consistency assurances within the various batches of our products. Now below here, you can see kind of a timeline of the establishment of Ask Base. So it was born essentially in 2019 under a very different name of Ester Bio. We then began to produce our Byungpul leaf extract, which we will go over probably in the next RIMAN one-on-one session. But that beginning production of the Byungpul extract allows us to start harnessing it really as a heritage ingredient for RIMAN. We then began the Byungpul leaf water production, which is the marriage of that Byungpul leaf extract with our Jeju lava energy water, a second heritage ingredient for RIMAN. We then officially moved to Jeju Island in July 2022, 2022, and that is where we remain today. And so in being backed by science at AskBase, as I've mentioned, we look to create all of these various raw materials to utilize in our various product offerings, be it the ICD skincare, Bodolab hair and body care, or even the Lifening line. And so not only do we source our Byungpool leaf extract and the lava Byungpool water, we also create soapberry, mugwort, nettle extract. Notably, we also do camellia flower, camellia petal extracts as well. This again allows us to really harness nature and its beauty in our products, but also allow a different level of respect for the raw material sourcing of these ingredients. Now, in AskBase daily functions, we are a GMP certified manufacturer. So held to that good manufacturing practice standards, often held to various high level inspections as well, really making sure we're maintaining our responsibility in being a raw material supplier for some of our products as well. Now, the sister company is that Ask Labs, and at Ask Labs, that's really where the research is happening and going on for the various brands we have. Ask Labs is RIMAN's research center at the heart of all of our formulations. And at Ask Labs, we often collaborate with many key players in the industry, one of them notably being the Korea Research Institute of Bioscience and Biotechnology. In those collaborations and also collaborations with specific scientists, we can create novel ingredients, novel formulations that really have a robust efficacy for the hair, skin, or body, but still maintain that safety promise as well. Now, at Ask Labs, we have three main branches of research. We have our cosmetic research lab, which looks towards all of the preliminary formulations of our skincare and our hair and body care, looking for that maximum efficacy with a minimized skin irritation. We then have our Food Research Institute, where we're really studying the efficacy of functional foods. So that's going to be towards the Lifening line specifically. I know Lifening has yet to come to the UK, so there are fantastic products within those offerings that might be very influential to how ultimately you are achieving self-care. But most importantly, as a third branch of research at Ask Labs is that Byungpool Research Institute. This keeps us committed to discovering alternate ways to use our hero ingredient. With the giant Byungpool, it is a patented ingredient for RIMAN, so no one else can use it or grow it. And thusly, we have that responsibility to find every possible way in which we can use it for whether it be cosmetic formulations or even oral supplements. So at the Byungpool Research Institute, not only are we looking at the extracts of the Byungpool, but novel derivatives of the Byungpool as well. For example, fermented extracts from the giant Byungpool, phytonutrients grown under different light conditions as well. All those different branches within this branch of research. Now, as I've mentioned, that third product value is going to be our commitment to sustainability. And with RIMAN, sustainability isn't simply a practice or again, another trend. It is a promise, and it is crucial that we maintain this promise. We have some examples here of our sustainability initiatives, but in the sustainability initiative, we're looking to lessen our environmental impact, not only for our responsibility as a brand, but to help you be responsible as a consumer of our products. So one of the ways in which we practice sustainability is, of course, our raw material sourcing at AskBase. Jeju Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so it is heavily governmentally protected in its beauty and in its resources. So in our utilization of the resources from Jeju Island, we are held governmentally to a specific stance of sustainability in our raw material sourcing. But beyond that, we also have different partnerships and certificates to maintain our environmental friendliness. One of those is our utilization of FSC mix packaging. So all of your products, the outer box that contain the products, are made out of FSC mix material. And the FSC, or Forest Stewardship Council, essentially oversees the responsible use of recycled paper materials or of arboreal resources. So the FSC mix label essentially denotes that we have utilized recycled products as well as protected arboreal resources to create our boxes for the packaging. Furthermore, our entire Bodolab line, which is both our hair and body care line, is certified V-Label. Now, the V-Label is an independent certification organization that was founded in Switzerland in 1996. And as of today, over 70,000 V-Labels have been admitted or administered rather. So the V label really oversees the promise of using no animal byproducts or animal products, so to speak, within a specific personal care product, a textile, or foodstuff as well. And so with our V label seal on all of the Baudelaire products, we're committed to not only respecting the environment, but respecting your skin and hair at the same time. Furthermore, you might see here some article headlines for our partnership with a specific biotechnology brand known as CJ Biomaterials. We actually collaborated with them back in, I believe, 2022 or early 2023 to find a unique packaging replacement for our core dermatology products. So that was our booster, our serum, and at the time it was our active cream EX, which is now the dermatology cream. With that partnership, we were able to impose a PLA PPA packaging for these products, which is entirely biodegradable plastic. Of course, those products have since become updated and have new packaging, but the collaboration with the CJ Biomaterials brand allows us to continue exploring how we can create recyclable or sustainable packaging for our products specifically. Now, that fourth product value is our commitment to being both simple and holistic. Now, while K-beauty is fundamental, it shouldn't be complex for you to appreciate. If you're someone that has already a robust skincare routine, awesome. It might be very easy for you to switch over to an entirely RIMAN ritual. But if you're someone that simply uses hand wash and you're lucky if you get a moisturizer on your skin, then we want to make sure that these products aren't daunting to appreciate, that you will feel invited and curious about the different ways in which you can treat your skin. One of the ways in which we simplify the approach to K-beauty are through the basic tenets of K-beauty. That's going to be cleansing, hydrating, and protecting. As long as you have a product or two that satisfies each of these tenets, that's a good skincare routine. And within that, you can begin to mix and match to find the products that work best for you and for your skin type. Now, with cleansing, obviously, we are removing, daily impurities such as makeup, SPF, sebum, dirt particles even that have collected on the surface, micro pollution as well, really allowing for that cleanliness of the skin, but also such that future topicals within your routine can more accurately absorb. Hydrate is crucial to the RIMAN brand. Part of Chairman On's discovery of those youthful cells came through the understanding of water's importance within our cellular health. Your skin cells are made up of roughly 64% water, and if at any moment this water is depleted or lessened, you can see it in a lot of different aesthetic concerns or damages. Dry skin, of course, dull skin, but also permanent redness, the chance for overproduction of sebum and thusly acne formation, and even fine line and wrinkle formation. So something as simple as making sure water is maintained in your skin can be really quintessential to having beautiful skin at that, and glowy skin as well. And to lock in all of those efforts, you of course have protection. Now, protection in the quintessential explanation is UV protection, really stopping any UV oxidation occurring in your skin, which itself has so many different damages that it can cause. Oxidative damage is one of the really keystone concerns that cause so many different aesthetic issues. If you have oxidative species within the skin, they essentially are lacking electrons and they want to steal electrons from other different, more stable molecules within your skin. And thusly, this activity can not only permanently turn on activity that breaks down collagen and elastin, thusly leading to the fine line and wrinkle formation. It could also permanently turn on inflammation, thusly leading to permanent redness, permanently turn on pigmentation, which creates dark spot formation, and can break down glycosaminoglycans like hyaluronic acid, thusly leading to dryness. So again, something as simple as stopping those oxidative species from even occurring by using a sunscreen can again help so much with different aesthetic concerns. But in the protection tenet of K-beauty, we also look towards really reinforcing your skin's natural protection, which is your skin barrier. So products that help maintain a strong and functioning barrier with a balanced level of both lipids and water can really help your skin not only protect from external irritants penetrating, but from internal water evaporating. And last but not least, a difference you'll love. So, as I've mentioned, our entire tagline is experience the difference, a difference you'll love. And what we mean by that is it's so easy to create collections of products that you never touch again. I have 4 or 5 different moisturizers I've tried out. Now they're collecting dust in my cabinets. I probably have 18 or 19 different lip glosses and lipsticks that are in different bags and in different random nooks and corners. But we still go to the store and we buy something different. Maybe it's because of curiosity, it's popular on social media, but it's also because we lack a connection to what we already had. Remon is here to claim that we are that difference you're looking for, even if you weren't fully aware you were looking for one. But these products will satisfy that curiosity to the extent that you won't go looking for something else again. Again, because personal care is such a saturated industry, really staying committed to this difference allows us to stand apart in even the different K beauty brands that exist. Of course, our difference comes not only from the performance of the products, but it comes from the use of patented ingredients. It comes from the awards that these products have won, but it also comes from the family that we foster. Many individuals have found a difference in the new friends that they have created within the Remon family, or the connection, the direct connection you can have with corporate individuals such as myself or Mr. Rob Lord, or even your CS over in UK. All of this really transforms your experience with the products and hopefully empowers you to determine your own self-care routine and to make sure it's holistic. It's a total body experience. It's not just your skincare, it's your wellness, your nutrition, your hair and body care, and even your external environment, your relationships, your confidence, all of that good stuff. So as I mentioned, this was going to be a quick session, so that actually sums up our overview of the Remon product values. I so greatly value you all being here today. I think this sets us up perfectly to understand when we go more in depth in future months on the hero ingredients, on the products themselves, on novel technologies like the Radiance 100 line and the nanoliposomal technology. So I hope you found value in the discussion we had today. And I so look forward to starting these monthly calls with you, these Remon 101 calls. Without further ado, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your evening or your morning, wherever you are joining from. And I will see you next month. Talk to you then.